Hello, heroes. Joe Smith here. Just staying out, getting ready for bed here. Nice weather still. We only had a couple days when it's like 30s or 40s during the day. Otherwise, it's been 60s or 70s during the day. Nice warm. Probably uh, 60 right now at midnight. Uh, but on with the news here. On with the story. It's happened again. You know, had a lot of riots. Mostly peaceful protests. Past couple years from black people being shot by the police for apparently no apparent reason other than maybe they were grabbing a gun or a knife at the time to try and kill the officer, maybe. But it's happened again. Today, Chicago, black woman, uh, Andreas, I think the name was Andreas Wolford. Uh, Hopefully Joe Smith got that right. Andreas Wolford, 29-year-old black woman in Chicago. Mother of two children, I believe it is. Two young children. Both under 10, I believe. Was shot and killed by a Chicago police officer. Yes, that's right. Get ready for more, mostly peaceful protests. Get ready for more cities to be burnt. Get ready for more looting. Get ready for more black pawn shop security guards to be murdered. As CNN would say, more mostly peaceful protesting is to come as a result of this young black woman being murdered by a Chicago cop today. Cop must be racist. Yes, that's right. Cop must be racist because there's so many racist cops in America. The woman wasn't even grabbing a gun or a knife or anything like that to try and kill the guy, to try and kill the officer at the moment. In fact, she wasn't even under investigation. She had done nothing wrong. She wasn't being charged. She wasn't being arrested. She wasn't being detained. She wasn't a suspect in any crime or matter. She was 100% innocent, did absolutely nothing wrong, shot and killed in her own home by a Chicago police officer. So, this, of all instances, of all people, of all black people that have been killed by a police officer the past couple years, this would demand the most riots because all the others were like tripping on meth or heroin, running around naked in the rain in the middle of the night in Buffalo, New York, or try and grab a knife out of their car when the police officers told them that they were under arrest in Kenosha, Wisconsin, or was trying to flee the back seat of the police car after he was handcuffed and arrested. George Floyd in Minneapolis. So, all those other times, or like Breonna Taylor, who shot at the police officers, but all these other times, it was kind of questionable. Even in Atlanta, Georgia, forget that guy's name at the Wendy's there, had hit the cop and grabbed the cop's taser, and then tried to use the taser on the other cop. So all those times, all those black people that, you might say the police might actually have had reasonable cause to use deadly force or to shoot those people, yet there's still protests. Well, this time, this woman did absolutely nothing. Nothing. shot and killed in her own home. But yet, you aren't going to hear about it. You're not going to hear about it on CNN or MSNBC. You're not going to hear about it from the woke mainstream media. You're not going to hear about it from anyone but Joe Smith here. There's not going to be any mostly peaceful protesting. There's not going to be any burning or looting or murdering black security guards at pawn shops. There's not going to be any rioting. There's not going to be any broken windows over this. It's going to be completely forgotten about in a day or two. You know why? Because the cop that murdered her, that shot her in cold blood and murdered her, was also black. And her ex-boyfriend and the father of one of her childs. The disgusting part is the BLM, Black Lives Matter movement. Black lives don't matter when they're murdered by one of their own. You're not going to hear a word for Black Lives Matter or CNN over this beautiful, young, talented black woman, mother of two children, being murdered by a black police officer. That was her ex-boyfriend and father of one of her children. And that's the problem. We have a two-tiered system in America. Black man high on drugs pulls a gun and shoots at cops, and cops shoot back and kill him, and all sorts of riots break out. The black cop drops by to say hi to his ex-girlfriend and shoots and kills her. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Just crickets. Crickets. Nobody cares. Nobody knows her name. Nobody knows her name. Nobody be asking anyone to say her name. You'll be able to eat at restaurants peacefully because nobody will be asking you to say her name. Andreas Wohlford, 29-year-old black mother of two. Her life mattered. Hopefully the guy that killed her gets what's coming to him. Gets the max. You know, maybe states should bring back the death penalty for these murderers. Don't care if white, black, Hispanic, Asian, Martian, who the murderer is. If you take someone else's life, then why should you get free room and board for the rest of yours? Ship them off to North Korea labor camp, or make them make iPhones or Nikes in China or something, or else bring back the death penalty. Because Andreas Wohlford's life mattered. Even though no one with the Black Lives Matter movement will say so. Thanks for stopping by, listening. It's been Joe Smith, signing out.